Welcome to another podcast of the current situation at Manchester United. As you guys can just say, I just woke up and you're not mistakenly wrong. I was supposed to do this preview for you guys sooner rather than later, but the spirit of sleep just dawned on me, so you had to follow through with that. But I'm gonna just do this video for you guys anyway. Um, Okay, this is the format I'm going to do for you guys starting from now on until next week Friday, because next week, as I have alluded to in my previous video podcast, next week is going to be somewhat of a match marathon for Manchester United, as I would call it, a match marathon for Manchester United, because we have a game on Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and I think we have another game coming up on Sunday. So we're going to, which I'm going to get into. So yeah, I'm going to, based on my format, when I do my match reactions for the Manchester United game, after the Manchester United game, I'll be doing a preview after the match reaction. So I'm not going to be doing a specified, hold on, I'm not going to be doing a specified preview video. No, I'm going to be doing a match reaction and the preview, a hybrid of the match reaction and the preview. That's what's up, because my mind is kind of twisted right now because I just woke up. So yeah, that's the format I'm going to be using going forward for at least a week and a couple of days. Because again, from now on until next week Sunday, we have a match marathon that we need to be running. And to run a marathon, you're going to need legs, you're going to need stamina, you're going to need players that can fill in certain slots, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has stated in his press conference today, stating that persons that basically did the match fixing, he was basically saying those persons never play football or professional football in their life. And I have to, well, I haven't played professional football, obviously, isn't me? But anybody that has played football for a numerous amount of times would know that if you play, like for example, if you play on Sunday, right? Because we're going to play on Sunday, right? If you play a very competitive match for 90 minutes on Sunday, you need the crucial players to cement top two spot in the table. The games might, on at least on paper, may not seem as important to you, but top two position is important to you. So you're going to be using certain your best players in those games. For example, if you're playing on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and another Sunday like Manchester United. So the Gunnar Solskjaer is basically saying, yo, persons who made these match fixing, they haven't played football because they don't know what they don't know the intensity it actually asks you for. You can be playing on Sunday, then Tuesday, then Thursday, then all the way to Sunday. No, that is going to create a burnout situation in the Man United squad and in any squad for that matter. So yeah, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you could tell that he was not very happy with the fact that his side has to play like every 48 hours. Isn't me? So uh, after 24 hours actually. So next week will be an interesting one, because again, we have the players, we have a decent squad depth that can push us forward through these matches, myriad of matches for next week. Is me. But the question that we need to pose, the 1 million question we need to ask ourselves is, do we have the players, the caliber of players that can push us forward with 3 points in each of those fixtures? Because best believe, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer even said this. He said that he's not going to play every, or the players that he mostly start, they are not going to play full 90 minutes in all of those games next week. Against Aston Villa, I think we're playing against Leicester on Tuesday. I know we're playing Liverpool on Thursday, and I'm not sure who we're going to be playing on Sunday. So we're going to need legs to come together to push us forward to get 3 points. We can get 3 points in each of those fixtures. There's no excuse for us to use to not get 3 points in each of those fixtures. The problem comes in when burnout comes into play. Because again, if you're going to be playing those type of players, you can't play those type of players for 90 minutes. Is it me? So it will be best that we play our best in the first half, take off our best players into the second half, and then that routine continues until next week Sunday. Now, here's a fishy situation that can happen. We could have a fishy situation like what happened yesterday against Roma in Rome, when in Rome, right? If we take off our best players and put on some fringe players that are not getting enough game time on the pitch, is me. And of course, you guys leave your comments down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Maybe I'm just rambling. Maybe I just woke up. So it said that I'm on just waking up. He has no sense of communication. So he might be just rambling off without no common sense. But you probably guys know better than me. So leave your comments down below and like and subscribe to the channel. But my take is this. Take off your best players after the first half, or at least after 60 minutes. Yeah, at least 60 minutes will be better, because we don't want to be in a situation like yesterday where we have to take off our best players at halftime and put on fringe players that have not been getting enough game time, enough game minutes, just like that. We have seen where Manchester United, the performance decayed in the second half just because of that. So we're in a fishy, sticky situation. So it will be best if, for example, against Aston Villa, I think we're going to be playing against Aston Villa at Villa Park, if that's the name of the stadium. But I'm going to check. Give me a second. Okay, we'll be playing against Aston Villa at their home. So given that we're going to be playing at their home, it will be best to kind of be aggressive in the first half. Get at least couple goals so we can have an insurance score sheet, is me. Hold on. So yeah, that will be very good. Again, I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. This is me. I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. This is an all-inclusive Manchester United channel. This is not one-sided. This is opinionated, and this is subjective. So I just want to hear what you guys have to say down below. Like and subscribe, and hit that subscribe button. But my thing is this, before I get into other matters. You know what? Let me get into other matters, because I might just rumble on and on and on. So it says here that Manchester United is going to turn to a Bundesliga ace who is challenging Haaland for Golden Boot. And that ace plays for, what's the name of the German club? Give me a second. What's the name of the club? I know the name of the club, but it's like on the tip of my tongue. What's the name of the club that it's right in front of me and I can't find it. That's so interesting. Anyway, the guy plays for, his name is Andre Silva, and he plays for he plays for Frankfurt, and he has about a decent amount of goals. And Manchester United is looking towards him to be an alternative striker in regard to Haaland, and they plan to land the transfer of Andre Silva. This is my take. We have Anthony Martial, who is at the same age as this guy, Andre Silva. Okay? Martial needs confidence and self-assurance to score goals. I don't think us signing another young striker, because Mason Greenwood is another striker, I don't think us signing a young striker is going to do the deal. Because it's like we're walking in one lane with our blinders on. We have a 25-year-old striker already in the name of Martial. Some person might say, yo, Martial is not a striker. Martial is a striker. But because he's not playing well as a striker, you want to rationalize it and say, well, he's a winger after. No, he's a striker. That's what we signed him for from Monaco. He's a striker. Secondly, Andre Silva, we don't know what he's like in the Premier League. This dude was supposed to be a good signing for Sevilla, and I think he failed it there. He failed there, I should say. Failed. My tongue is kind of twisted. Like I said, I just woke up, so yeah. But yeah. So this dude is 25-year-old, and Frankfurt probably won like 40 million euros from him, which isn't a bad price. But again, bro, what price are we have to what price do we have to pay at the expense of Anthony Martial? Martial has goals in him, okay? Martial has goals in him. And just because he's on the low end of goals right now and he's injured, matter of fact, it's been said that he's back in training. So I already knew that because I already knew that Martial wasn't going to be out for the entire season. Once he got that injury, I know he wasn't going to be out of the season. But anyway, so Andre Silva, yes, he's been prolific in Germany. Is me so it's just one of those situations where you think you can make that gamble, but so that gamble can probably bite you in the backside in the long run. You see me? Because again, we have Mason Green, who is a center forward by trade, but because he's very dynamic, he's not one dimensional. Well, he's one dimensional in his style of play, but he can actually play right wing. You see me? So he's not one of those strikers that cannot play anywhere else on the pitch. He can actually play as a right winger. But still, that dude is a centre forward, and he needs to learn his trade more as a professional centre forward. He played centre forward in the under 18 squad. You see me? So this guy, not to get lengthy on him, you guys leave a comments down below, bro. Maybe I don't want this youth to be at United. You see me? Because it can damage the development and stagnate and plateau the development of Anthony Martial and Mason Greenwood. You see me? So, yes, he's a good striker, but we have Cavani right now who is banging goals. He has 14 goals in 34 appearances or something like that. That's the minimum. That's the quote unquote minimum wage some United fans wanted Cavani for, because persons at the beginning of this season were saying, yo, Cavani is not the best striker. He's past his prime. He's serving time. I do At bare minimum, I'll be happy if he gets at least 15 goals. And he's actually one shy of getting 15 goals. Isn't it so? And we'd like to keep Cavani, but it's going to look stupid for us to actually get another young striker when we have another young striker in the name of Martial. Yes, I'm all about competition, players getting a little under their bum so they can perform, but again, comments down below, bro. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Another thing is this in regards to transfers. It says here that another player hints move away from Manchester United. This player has been on loan for Napoli. No, Lazio actually. Yeah, Lazio. Napoli and Lazio actually look like twins, isn't it? Well, yeah, he's been at Lazio for his loan spell. That is Andres Pereira. Now, I'm not going to really comment too much on Andres Pereira because it says here that it looks like it seems as though he wants to leave permanently. Now, given the midfield of Manchester United currently, Andres Pereira, it would be best. I would be surprised if Andres Pereira doesn't make a permanent move. You see me? Because if he stays, given the current because we have current midfield options, and based on our recollection, Andres Pereira didn't leave Manchester United on a good form when he was playing for Manchester United. So it would be best if we just sell this dude. Yes, we had high hope and expectations of him through the academy. I remember his first game for Manchester United in fall of 2015 when he got that game at Old Trafford and he scored that free kick. Persons were saying, this dude is going to run the midfield in years to come. Well, after those years, here we are, and he's running midfield in another country. So it would be best if he leaves Manchester United for another country, particularly another club, because the country doesn't play football. So the buying clause, it says that they'll probably want to sign the dude for 27 million euros, which is decent. But yeah, bro, Andres Pereira, it's not looking wavy for Andres Pereira at Manchester United. So it's just basically just said Andres Pereira, you know, it was good while it lasted, but yeah, that's what's up. So back to my ramble earlier on. Next week we have a match marathon we need to run, and it's not a race for the swift, but it's for those who can endure, says the Bible itself. So we need stamina, we need endurance, so that we can have the assurance at the end of the 90 minutes of getting second place. Yes, we are in second place, but we need to certify and cement our place in second place. So by doing that, we need to win the games in the first place so that we can finish in second place. And by doing that, we need to utilize the squad properly. Now, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been guilty for not utilizing the squad properly because he wants to get results. I've said this in my previous video. He wants to get results in the game. Even when we're beating a side, like for example, like last week, bro, we battered Roma at our home 6-2. And yesterday he played some of our best players that didn't need to play, but he wanted that self-assurance. He needed that certification, that validation of going to the final. So he didn't want to play. He didn't want to play the fringe players that were on the fringes, squad players, to probably push us to the final. He wanted to make it vital that we were in the final by using the best players. And when the best players did the job in the first half, he wanted to take them off. And it backfired on us in the second half of yesterday's match against Roma. So it will be best in our interest, of course, for the players to play the first half, if not probably the first 15 minutes of the second half, and take them off. Do not take long to make those substitutions, but in the same breath, do not put on the substitutions after halftime. This is me. They need to see what the second half is going to be like at first. Make them start warming up in the dying minutes of the first half. This is me. So their legs won't be stiff. This is me. Because yesterday, if players need to they need to adapt. They need to adapt to the environment of the game. By adapting to the environment of the game, they need to see how the game is like in the second half at first. Give them a couple minutes first before you substitute them on in the second half. They need to see what's happening first. Hold on. They need to see what's happening first so that, not to go in the analogy of playing cards, but it's like playing chess or cards. You need to see what is up first, then you make your move. You need to keep your cards close to your chest so that you could play the best card, which could be, so yeah, I'm rambling right now, but basically, bro, we need to utilize the squad next week properly. Bruno Fernandes cannot start. As much as Bruno Fernandes want to play 90 minutes every game, he's not God Almighty. He's not omniscient. He's not omnipotent. I'll never get it right. He's not Zohan, so he cannot play 90 minutes full on. He's no bionic person. He's not one of those players that can play 90 minutes consecutively. As much as he thinks he is, he's not that type of player. No one is that type of player that can play 90 minutes at an optimum level of high good performance. 90 minutes, no, you can't do that. You're going to need rest. You're a human being for a reason. So sit your ass down. So Pogba as well. Harry Maguire. See, the thing with Harry Maguire, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer stated this in his press conference. Harry Maguire has played all minutes in the Premier League. My man has not sit down in the Premier League on the bench. He has played all his games. Well, he's the captain, but in this situation, Harry Maguire cannot play all those games full 90 minutes. He cannot. Don't believe that because he's a slabby that's going to give him justification, that's going to give him more of an ammunition or a green light to play for 90 minutes. No, no. His slabby tank is going to diminish eventually. And he's human as well. So he's not going to perform well in all of those games. We need to utilize the squad. That's why it's named a squad. The starting 11 is not a squad. Our 22 players are a squad. Our 18-man players, I should have said 18 because I was thinking of the 11 on one side and 11 on another side. I was supposed to say 18-man squad. We have an 18-man squad for a reason. We have 5 substitutions, I believe, that we can make use of. Donny van de Beek needs to be used. Unfortunately, Alex Telles needs to be used, but I believe Alex Telles needs to be used in a 3-5-2 system, or in a back 5 or a back 3 system. Him being as a left wing back, because as a left back, he's going to be caught. He's going to be caught. So it will be best if United play him as a left wing back because he's good attacking, but defensively he's kind of suspect, isn't he? So it's best if we just utilize his strengths and not his weakness. Another thing before we wrap up this video podcast, of course we're going to do the preview at this moment in time. Aston Villa, I believe, hold on, let me check. I believe Jack Grealish is out for Aston Villa. Not that even if they had him, we wouldn't win anyway, but he's one of their key players. Jack Peter Grealish, isn't me? I believe he's injured at the moment. Give me a second. Oh yeah, Jack Grealish is injured, so yes, he won't. He'll be one of those three players which I'm not going to check because I don't want to eavesdrop in Aston Villa's camp because I don't care like that. But yeah, at least 3 players won't be in the Aston Villa squad. At least what they're seeing right here. So we have an opportunity to win this game full on. It will be best if we go aggressively in the first half, and in the second half we kind of slow it down a bit. We cannot play like a raging bull for 90 minutes against Leicester City. I think we go play against Leicester City on Tuesday for 90 minutes. We can't play like a raging bull against Aston Villa, Leicester City, Liverpool, because Liverpool embodies that's their self-play, being a raging bull. So I be a raging bull with a raging bull, right? So it will be best if we just start off somewhat aggressively, get a couple goals. In the second half, we kind of go in a coasted state. Understand, we are human beings with limited batteries. Is me? And our batteries is not AAA. Our batteries is stamina and endurance and longevity and durability that lasts only for a while. So we need rest so that we can perform at our best. That is what's up. You see me? So I'm expecting the players. I'm not going to be watching those players because I'm not their parents. I don't expect those players to be up all night, WhatsApping their girl and say, yo baby, what's up man, what's up? Yeah, Manchester United trying to play a player for like 3 matches in a row. But I'm gonna make some time for you, baby. You know what it is. Like, bro, we don't be doing that. Save that type of stuff after the season. But we have a EuroLeague final to play. So don't even come with that type of game, bro. No, we have a game to play. So don't play that type of game as well. But yeah, so it will be best if we just don't. I mean, family is big, bro. Reach out to your family, but just tell them, say, yo, I have 3 games, at least 4 games in like 5 or 6 or something like that next week. So me not communicating with you, that's not going to be an indictment on our relationship, is me. But a player has to play like 4 games in 5 days. So that's what's up, I'm just going to keep it real with you, bro. I love you like a brother. Yeah, baby girl, so I'm going to play like 4 games in 5 matches. So me not reaching out to you, don't see that as daddy not not liking you and etc. But say I have 4 games to play, so daddy go shout you later. Something like that, bro. You don't need to be doing all this marking like baby girl. No, you have games to play next week. We need to get 3 points at least against Aston Villa, Leicester City, and against Liverpool because we want to mash up our rival Liverpool. And they have been poor this season, Liverpool. So we need to rub that we need to rub that redhead womb in you need to rub it in their face because it's our rival. So anyway, of course, leave your comments down below. But this is my preview in terms of the starting level for the Aston Villa match. Um, Dean Coons, Dean Henderson goal, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Seeing that Eric Bay is back is back from injury, we need to be flexible with our defense, is me, because our defense is the essence of getting a clean sheet. I've said that numerous times. Our defense, we need to sort out our defense and get clean sheets, bro. So yeah. So Aaron Misaka, I believe Harry Maguire will be starting with Victor Lindelof and Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw has been our best player in terms of the defense this season. A close shout out, of course, is Aaron Bissaka, is me, because he's been sliding into tackles like sliding into bitches DM. So, yeah. In our midfield, which is very, very unpredictable, I would say Fred is going to start. I know that for a fact. I think Pogba is going to start in that pivot as well. So yeah, Fred and Pogba, which I don't think. No, I think Scott McTominay and Fred is going to be the double pivot. Bruno Fernandes as number 10, of course. I think Paul Pogba will be playing on the left hand side. I don't think Rashford will be starting. Again, that's my opinion. Of course, you guys know what's up. Leave your starting events down below. I want to hear who you guys think will be starting for Manchester United. And as striker, of course, is Edison Cavani. You don't want to bench the man that's on form, because he just won the Player of the Month. So on the right hand side, let's make the right decision. Mason Greenwood, I would like to start on the right hand side. So that Dean Henderson, Aaron Misaka, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Fred, Scott McTominay, or the McFred pivot, as some would say. Pogba on the left hand side. Mason Greenwood on the right hand. No, I think Rashford will be starting on the right hand side, I think. So yeah, let me just adjust that. Yeah, Rashford on the right hand side, Pogba on the left hand side, and of course up top is Edson Cavani with the assistance of Bruno Fernandes as number 10. Is me. So that's my starting 11. You guys, you were predicted the starting 11 down below. My predictions score. Man, hard times, huh? I would say probably 2-1 to Manchester United. I don't think we're going to get a clean sheet, but hey, if we get a clean sheet, I'm decent with that. Yeah, so 2-1 is going to be my predicted scoreline in the favor of Manchester United. Of course, leave your predictions down below in the comment section. Like I said earlier in this video podcast, in the match reaction on Sunday, I'll be doing the match reaction and then the preview for the next Manchester United match in the Premier League. So I'm not going to be doing I'm going to be doing a hybrid. See, my head is kind of gone. I'm going to be doing a hybrid video of the match reaction and the preview, but I'm not going to be doing it. See, I'm forgetting the word right now. I'm not going to do it separatively. So yeah. So of course, leave your predictions down below. That's number 1. Your starting 11 prediction below. That's number 2. What do you think? How do you think we can utilize this squad? It's a decent squad. It's not really a big squad. How do you think we can utilize that squad to our benefit next week? Leave your comments down below, and I'll show you guys on Sunday for the match reaction and the preview. Peace.